Hello, library friends. This is a tutorial or the start of a tutorial for this week's Craft and Create. Our plan this week for today at 12:30 was to make the haunted house, which of course is completely customizable. If Halloween's not your favorite thing, this could just be a fall house. I added pumpkins to mine because I love pumpkins. Um, but the tutorial is posted on our Facebook page and also on our website under Programming for Craft and Create. And the tutorial is through Let's Make Art. And Sarah Cray is amazing and she's so much fun. If you haven't done one of her tutorials, I highly recommend it. We have kits prepared here for you because we already have the supplies, but since programming is virtual, at least for a while, we have kits put together. Now, it took me a while to figure out how to make the watercolors mobile so that you could take those home. And thankfully, I work for a former art teacher, and she came up with the idea that if I put the watercolors in one of our little palette trays, and let them dry, then all you have to do is add water because it's watercolor. So I have the palettes made. They need to dry. So unfortunately, they're probably not going to be ready for pickup today. But if you want to do the kit, I have 6 created. So the first 6 people can certainly have them as soon as the watercolor is dry, probably tomorrow afternoon. And if I run out and you really want to do this project, then let me know and I'll put another kit together. So in your kit, you'll have the palette with the colors dried into the little holes of the palette. And there is black, violet, crimson, and dandelion yellow. And then because I know I needed bleed proof white for this project, there's also some bleed proof white. So in case you need something to help your moon over the course of the project, there is some bleed proof white as well. And when it dries, it will be really hard to see, but it's either between the 2 dots of yellow or between the crimson and the yellow, depending on how clean the palette was. Also, as a note from doing a few of these projects on my own, there will be 2 dots of yellow on your palette. One is a little bigger than the other because when you mix your yellow with the other colors to make the ombre effect in the sky, you're probably going to end up needing some clean yellow at some point. So use one of the palette spots for mixing with your yellow and the other spot keep it clean as a pure yellow. Also, this project does use black. I highly recommend that you have 2 cups of water for this project so you can have one that you use to rinse out your brush when you're using the purple and the black, and then another one when you start working on your moon and working with the yellow, because otherwise you'll end up with kind of a muddy look. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything there, but also in your kit, so you get your palette, you'll get a sheet of the watercolor paper, and then Sarah Cray and Let's Make Art, they are amazing, and they provide these outlines for free for anyone to use. So I have printed off the outline for the haunted house painting, and then behind the outline are 2 sheets of legal size paper, and sandwiched in between is carbon paper. If you are a regular, you've probably used carbon paper already with us. If not, it's what we use to transfer this basic drawing onto the watercolor paper so that you have a guideline, because there's no way I could have freehanded this project. That's not my skill set. So using the outline, I was able to have a start, and then we get to make it our own using Sarah's techniques. So she talks about how to use the carbon paper in the tutorial. It is helpful to have some painter's tape or washi tape, some kind of tape that peels off really easily, to attach your carbon paper over your watercolor paper so it doesn't move around. But that's not required. Also, you'll want a pencil or a gel pen with a point. We tried using gel pens that are kind of brush tipped. That did not work last week. But if you use a colored gel pen, you can see where you've drawn, or you can use a pencil and you don't press very hard. Also, if you are wanting to continue doing these projects, you can keep your carbon paper and use it many, many times. Sarah says in several of her tutorials that the carbon paper gets better with age, which I didn't know. So keep your carbon paper safe. Keep it sandwiched between those two papers so it doesn't make a mess on your counter or wherever else you might keep it. The other thing that you'll have in your kit are 2 brushes. She'll call them round 6 and round 2. I don't know that this is a 6 and a 3, but our kits that we got didn't come with 2s. They come with 3s. If you have a skinnier round brush that you want to use for some of the details, you can of course use that. There's no rule saying you have to use these 2 brushes, but I will provide those for you in the kit. The difference between this kit and the kits that we did this summer is I will need some of these supplies back. So the brushes, they belong to the library. So please, by all means, come and get the kit and create the project. When you're done with them, please bring the brushes back. Same with the plastic palettes. These are not disposable palettes, they're reusable palettes. So it would be wonderful if you could bring those back, and then I'll refill them with the supplies for the next project. And speaking of the next project, it is right here. So next week, we're going to make this pumpkin. And this one, I love Halloween, but I think this one was actually my all-time favorite of the grouping that I did for the end of September and October. It is really, really fun. And I would never have guessed that this was a watercolor pumpkin the first time I saw it. And it is, and it was really fun. And you can make it as dark and deep colored as you want, or lighter colored. There's a lot of flexibility with this project as well. So if you are interested in the kit for the haunted house or fall mansion or whatever you want to turn this into, let me know, and you can either leave a comment in the Facebook comments, or you can email me at sheratonlibrarykids@gmail.com. Remember, this project's for any age group. This one is a little bit more detailed, probably not the best project for the super youngest, but they can certainly do something else with it or with the supplies. So again, let me know if you want a kit and I will get that for you. It will be at the circulation desk. And remember, right now, it is a requirement at the library to wear a mask. So we ask that you put a mask on. If you're not able to wear a mask, or you're not going to come in with a mask on, then let us know and we can bring it out to you. So we do have curbside pickup for books and movies and these kits as well. So if we know that you're here, one of us can bring the kit out to you. So we want to keep connected with you. We want to keep doing stuff with you, and I will absolutely miss having programming on site, but I want to make sure that you have all the opportunities to do the programming at home. And please, please, please share pictures of your work, either on our Instagram account, which is at SheratonPL, on our Facebook account. Bring pictures in. Maybe we can make a gallery of quarantine art. Whatever we can do, we will do. So again, SheratonLibraryKids@gmail.com is my email, or you can leave a post on the Facebook page post that this video is on, and I will get that and I will get back to you and let you know as soon as the kits are ready. Should be ready by tomorrow afternoon, I believe. I look forward to seeing you all soon, and I hope you're having a great day. Happy fall. See you later at the library.